There always seems to be something akin to a miracle in disasters. This time it was a crewman trapped inside, found by rescuers going cabin to cabin and tapping on the hull. He had a broken leg, but he was alive. That came hours after a Korean couple on their honeymoon were rescued unhurt from a cabin where they had been trapped for more than 24 hours after the Costa Concordia foundered on a reef. The more than 3,000 passengers who managed to get off the ship told harrowing tales of how they only made it by luck, and in the case of Nate and Cary Lukes and their 4 daughters, by taking matters into their own hands.
We were asleep, and I guess you woke up and heard the alarm going and said, "Is this for real?"
My husband didn't believe it and went and got the girls and said, "Just get dressed. We're going to have to maybe find a way out of here." So we grabbed a few things, mostly our pajamas, and
I didn't get anything.
You didn't get anything? No, she didn't get anything. Not even shoes.
A local store gave Lucy clothes and shoes for free. No one told the passengers what to do. The evacuation drill was only scheduled for the day after the ship left the Italian port of Civitavecchia. The luxury liner went aground during supper a few hours after it sailed. Mark Rosenker, a former National Transportation Safety Board chairman, says that's one of the great mysteries of this tragedy.
Why they would not hold a muster drill is beyond my comprehension.
Passengers liken the experience to a scene from the movie Titanic. Glasses and furniture flying, lights going out, chaos on all fronts. Every man for himself for a while.
What was listing, you thought, there's water coming on board, there's something wrong if it's tipping like that. So I thought, I just want to get to the surface. We had a balcony in our room, but it was the downhill side, and I thought, it's not a good place to be. So we went to the high side, but that was chaotic in the hallways, people with life jackets on, the power was out.
Taking on water through a 160-foot-long gash in its hull, the 114,000-ton ship was doomed. Even though, as a state-of-the-art liner, it should not only not have hit the reef, it should have been able to handle the damage.
These vessels are built with watertight safety precautions built into them. So why, after this 165-foot gash, began to take water on and then heal over? So there'll be questions asked about the design of the vessel.
As the liner slipped further onto its side, the scene went from Titanic to the possibility of it being turned into the Poseidon adventure, where the liner turns upside down. And it made getting off even harder.
People were panicking and yelling and pushing. They wanted to be the first on the lifeboats. And we were up close. We didn't get on the first lifeboats. And then they were gone, and there we stood.
When passengers got ashore, they were processed and given something warm to drink. But reconciling a passenger list that included nearly a dozen nationalities with people who just wanted to get on the buses and go somewhere else proved a challenge. Among the last to come into Porto Santo Stefano were some young Americans who had jumped into the sea and swam to rocks off the island. Mark Plath said he and his wife Sarah and her brother Justin Baines were lucky they were all good swimmers.
The ship started moving very fast, and so we knew we were going to be underwater quick, and so we just started jumping, and there were 200 people that jumped and swam 100 meters to rocks, and we got up on the shore.
If you believe maritime superstition, the Costa Concordia was bound to come to a bad end. The champagne bottle didn't break when the ship was christened, and it's been involved in a previous incident. The captain is being held pending charges of multiple manslaughter, causing a shipwreck, and abandoning his vessel and passengers.